This guy has been inspected and approved by Luminous.
Hey guys, this is SunsFan and welcome to the official Dota Cinema Guide to Earthshaker. If you aren't familiar with this hero, you may want to watch the introduction we did for him at the corresponding link. Earthshaker is a strength initiation hero whose teamfight presence can make or break a game. He is commonly picked up in conjunction with a hard carry because of his innate ability to turtle.
Skill build.
Generally speaking, Fissure is maxed out at first opportunity. Skill levels 2 and 4 though have some flexibility. In many cases, players go stats at those levels merely because it will not only provide you a little extra survivability, but will also aid you in your ability to spam Fissure more often. If you don't feel this is needed, then one level of Aftershock at level 2 is picked up, along with a level of Enchant Totem at level 4. Maxing out Aftershock before Enchant Totem is really important though, because the extra damage from Enchant Totem isn't as crucial as extending the stun of Aftershock. But of course, as with most heroes, be sure to skill your ultimate at level 6, 11, and 16.
Item build.
In the beginning stages of the game, get some generic health and mana regeneration, and be sure to purchase either a set of wards or the courier. If you have a plethora of support on your team and getting your core items early is the consensus of the aforementioned team, then you can choose to go for some more survivability and stats. As far as boots for Earthshaker, arcane boots are pretty much the only option. As a distant second would be treads, but attack speed is just about worthless on them. Arcane boots will provide you the extra mana capacity needed to spam your abilities to your heart's content. In some cases though, ES players prefer to get Soul Ring in replacement for Arcane Boots in order to rush your initiation item sooner. Typically though, even if you do go for a Soul Ring, once you get your initiation item, going for Arcane Boots afterwards should still be looked at. Speaking of initiation items, the only mid-game item of any importance would be a Blink Dagger, which allows you to use Echo Slam to its full potential. After you purchase your Blink Dagger, every other item is considered a luxury. Your first priority should be wards after this point, but assuming that's already taken care of, there are a few items that ES could benefit from late game. Aghanim Scepter will provide quite a bit of stats as well as boost your ultimate, while Shiva's is excellent during the actual initiation as well. You need to gauge what your team needs most while also looking at what the opposing team has in regard to heroes and items. A Scythe of Ice is also a definite possibility, as it's good in just about every single game. And lastly, a Refresher Orb could be purchased as well if you're running out of inventory slots and your farm's amazing.
Gameplay.
If you're playing as a tri-lane support, it will become crucial for you to get the proper angle in order to trap enemy heroes from escaping. Placing fissures in general requires a lot of practice and understanding, mostly related to yours and the enemy's team's positioning. Don't be too obsessed with blocking though, as many times a simple stun will suffice. Getting back to laning though, nowadays Earthshaker is more commonly seen roaming, meaning he isn't set into any lane in particular. Because of this, he tends to be starved of experience in many cases, so just make sure to find some time to farm and gain experience so you don't fall too far behind. Speaking of farm, if you need to, just farm off double stack pulls in order to get some free experience and gold. This is the job of every support hero, but they're not typically as dependent on getting their core items as Earthshaker. Also be sure to keep your teleport scrolls up at all times, as Earthshaker is one of the best heroes to help out allies on the other side of the map if they're getting ganked. And a funny tactic is being the lone teleporter into a tower under attack. Watch to see if the enemies surround you in anticipation. When you finally teleport successfully, just let off an Echo Slam to welcome them to your side of the map. When it comes to team fights, it all comes down to a good ultimate, which obviously will become a lot easier if you have a Blink Dagger. To list it plainly, you blink in, use Echo Slam, and then continue with perma-stunning the enemies with proper enchant totems and fissures. But despite popular practice, ES doesn't have to be the prime initiator. It could be more beneficial for him to bide his time as a fight erupts, or just wait for teammates to draw focus. Because once a team fight breaks loose, the enemy is more prone to clump up, therefore making an Echo Slam that much more effective. And on top of that, Earthshaker is excellent for chasing down enemies once a teamfight is won, because of his long-range fissure. So just keep that in mind before you start performing kamikaze initiations.
Friends and foes.
Because of his long-range fissures, heroes that love laning with an Earthshaker are typically ranged carries. If you are of an offensive mindset, a Mirana or Windrunner could be great teammates. And if more defensive, then a Drow or Weaver would be more acceptable. Heroes that Earthshaker hates to go against are those with silences, those that have the ability to burn mana, and those that have magical immunity. Some obvious heroes that fit that description would be Silencer with his ability to disrupt Earthshaker from initiating, Anti-Mage or even Silencer again with their ability to burn mana, and of course any hero with magic immunity, like Lifestealer, are always tough to deal with because even though the initial Echo Slam damage goes through magic immunity, you can't stunlock these targets. Thanks for watching, guys, and please remember to subscribe to our YouTube. Also, a special shout out goes to Flawless and Luminous for their help in writing this guide. You can check them out at their respective YouTube channels, which are linked in the video description. And finally, be sure to check out our new website at dotacinema.com, where you can find a ton of Dota 2 videos along with our live streaming page, which includes me playing with you guys on a nightly basis. My name is Sunsfan, and until next time.